Good morning. Happy Monday. Um, how are you today? Hope you enjoyed your weekend. If you're catching this live, this is the Monday of a holiday week here in the US. It is Thanksgiving week. And I thought I would start. Well, first of all, I'm Jill Coletti with Evolve with Jill. Nice to see you today. I am basically just sharing pieces of my life here on social media, things that have helped me in my own personal journey and my healing, and um, things that I believe will help you live the life that you love for your kids, with your family, for you. The key piece here is healing and learning to love yourself and put yourself first. Because when you do that and you lift up your own energy, you're actually healing and helping and lifting up the energy of your family, your community, and ultimately the world. So today, I just want to talk a little bit about connection and community and how much that can really help in your own healing. It's ultimately really like a key to healing. We're not meant to be alone and live alone and do all of life alone. Our energy is connected to everything and everyone around us. And, there is a huge piece of healing that is going inward and doing things for you, with you, by yourself. There are things that someone else is not able to help you with, right? That you must do alone, but not really alone at the same time. Connection is really super, super huge. Good morning, Martina. How are you? Good morning, friend. So I know it's early. You're pretty early your time. What I found, and I just want to share a little story, is last week I had kind of become a little bit of a hermit for a few days. I can be like super outgoing and out there and almost sometimes really love having people around and can be really outgoing and almost seem like an extrovert, right? However, I'm really super introverted. To really fill up my cup, I've got to have that quiet time and that relaxing time and kind of just getting myself back. And this is just something that I've really realized, to be honest, in the last, I don't know, 5, 10 years. So what I have a tendency of doing is like really hermit myself sometimes, right? Which again is really great to a point where it fills me up. But then sometimes I can go a little too long, right? And this comes in when like maybe I'm feeling a little bit of shame or imposter syndrome or things that are not necessarily so positive, and I'm going maybe peeling away another layer of my own healing. And there's certainly a piece of excuse me being alone that helps me to process and do these things. However, what I have found, so last week was, kind of one of those weeks I kind of went inward. And this is not a bad thing. I made a post and a lot of people were like, I'm here for you. I'm here for you. I'm here for you. And that's really what I want to get at today is we're not meant to live this life alone, right? I mean, I have my kids and my kids are like two of my best friends, to be honest, right? They're amazing. Martina, the hermit is real. I also do that. Then I start to feel sad and realize I need to get out. And that's exactly it. That's exactly what I'm, right here. Who else has ever felt this? The hermit is real. I also do that. Then I start to feel sad and realize I have to get out. And then what do you do to get out? Right? I think sometimes what we do is we stay that hermit a little too long. And so then, like Martina said, the sadness comes in and you start feeling and you start going like, "Rrr." And then if you stay there, you just keep going. "Rrr." So some of the things to think about that help, right? Maybe before you get to that point, just reach out to someone, give them a call, shoot a text, write a handwritten letter, get on Facebook Messenger, type up a few words or get on voice message and just reach out to someone, not to say, "Hi, I need help," but just to be like, "Hey, how are you?" Like, who comes up? If someone comes through your mind, there's a reason for that. Reach out to them. And you know what's funny is I did that last week just to literally say hi because I thought of the person. And then she was like, my very dear friend, Stacy, and then she came back and was like, "Hey, we never did that Reiki session. I want to Reiki you this week." And I was like, "Oh, that's exactly what I need, actually." So here's the thing. And then the Reiki helps me in my healing. So by me just thinking about her and actually doing the reach out, I'm not saying, reach out so that you get something out of it, like a healing session, but you get something out of it because there's the connection, the human connection in some way, even if it is virtually, right? And then the other thing is think about community, right? Do you have a community where you can just show up? Like, for instance, I know Martina has an amazing community all about being the imperfectly perfect you. And I can just go in there and just show up, share what's going on, and I know that I will have the support. Or I go into my community where I'm helping, I'm there to be helping, women and moms and families live a life they love, right? But guess what? That community is also for me. It's for me to help other people, but it's also for me. It's my little village, right? Or maybe here locally, I could be like, "Hey, so and so, do you want to grab a coffee?" And we get that connection. And where I'm saying this helps with the healing is, again, we're not meant to be alone. And when we do connect, oh, thanks, Martina. Love your community. It makes me feel safe and connected. And that's exactly why I've built this community, is to help women feel connected and safe, that they can share, right? So form some sort of connection when you're feeling, you know, maybe a little down or something. Form some sort of connection, jump into some, find a community that helps you to feel safe and connected, right? In this world that we're so super connected with social media, we can get so super disconnected. And what I really have found is that by me forming these communities and being a part of these communities, whether it's some business communities that I'm a part of, like Home Based Revolution, or like self-love communities like Martina's or my community, the women in there and the people that I connect with. And sometimes, even if it's my community inside my home with my kids, connect, right? When I form these connections and when I'm open to it, I'm open to sharing my vulnerability, and I'm open. And so I'm saying this for you too. When you're open to sharing your vulnerability and you're open, your heart is open and you're open to receive, there is a whole nother level of healing that will happen for you. The energy around you, the people around you are there for you too. You're not just there for them to help them. They're also there for you. And by forming those connections, like when I do a Reiki session and I help someone else, I'm getting just as much out of that. When I send a voice message to someone just to say hi, they respond back and we get to chatting, I'm getting something out of that too. And so are they. And our connection is helping us, helping both of us, right? Martina and I, like when we have like a back and forth, we're there, we're lifting each other up, we're, connecting, we're sharing what we have to offer each other. But also we're just there with our energies connected. And just that alone, knowing that you're not alone and knowing that you have a community and knowing that you have these connections and this connection with their energy will help you a whole nother level of healing happens when you're doing your own personal healing, right? And then you're connecting with others who may be on a similar path or a totally different path, but you're both kind of pushing each other here, pushing that envelope, and you're realizing, hey, I'm not alone here. So, on this week of Thanksgiving, or really anytime, right? Just a lot of times when I don't, it's like this year, my kids are with their dad for Thanksgiving, right? We kind of do like every other year. And sometimes I just feel like being a hermit on Thanksgiving because I don't feel like going out, and I'll work because I love what I do, and I'll read and I'll kind of just chill. But I've been feeling a lot over this past week is like, go to my brothers, go to my aunts. Like I get invited to a bunch of different places on Thanksgiving and I don't always go anywhere. And this year I'm really feeling pulled to go, and I'm not having any specific expectations or anything specific that I have to do, but literally just be in the same room and just connect. If you are one that has maybe gone through a divorce, or maybe you separate your time back and forth with your kids and you just feel kind of sometimes at the holidays, I get you. I feel you. I am you. And I mean, I wrote a whole course on having a high vibe holiday that was literally triggered from the fact that my holidays changed so much after divorce. And it got me thinking and realizing that I'm going to do the holidays how I feel like doing the holidays, what benefits my highest and greatest good, and what works for me, not for anybody else. And some years it is me being a hermit at home if I feel like it, right? But also don't forget, if you are being that hermit because you are depressed and sad, don't forget about your community and your people, whether it be family, friends, online. Maybe do something, go somewhere that you can help someone else, because that will actually lift your spirit. Don't get to that point where you're hermiting yourself until you're feeling sad and depressed. Hermit yourself so you can bring yourself back up if you are an introvert, right? And you can fill up your cup. Fill up that cup. Don't then let the cup drain back out. So reach out to me. If you are by yourself and you're not feeling like connecting or finding a community on this Thanksgiving holiday or anytime, reach out to me. I'm here for you because I have been there and I get it and I know this. And if you're feeling so moved, hop on into my community. We've got your back. It's a safe, supportive space and high vibe space. So I will be on more this week, but happy Thanksgiving if I don't talk with you or connect with you beforehand. If you are in the US and you are celebrating Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving. And, I'll chat with you soon. Have a great day. Take care.